Silver still looks very promising. Right now it's 3250, exactly at the breakout point, right? When the breakout from 3250, that was a multi-year high. Usually it retreat. So right now the trader is just waiting for, obvious news this week, election and the Fed. So yeah, I think it's still very constructive for silver, and we are, coming still very exciting time. Silver, I believe silver goes a lot higher, and it's not May. I guess I was in South June. I was too optimistic because silver tend to rise very sharply and unpredictably.
With the market widely tipped to experience a fourth straight year of structural market deficits in 2024, many analysts view this renewed strength as just the start of a more bullish environment for silver. As is the case for its elder sibling, gold, China's voracious appetite for precious metals, including silver, could result in a dramatic price appreciation for the shiny transition metal in the coming months. Renowned asset manager Chen Lin highlights silver's ongoing deficit, with this year likely seeing one of the largest yet. He notes that investors who missed gold are now turning to silver, which has a smaller market. Lin predicts silver could exceed $50, with silver miners and ETFs performing well, but advises caution with ETFs due to their risk. While silver's strong performance seems linked to the gold rally, its unique properties, growing industrial demand, and lower supply are likely to continue driving its outperformance. Regarding China's economic transformation, Lin points out that the large manufacturing base makes it hard to predict outcomes, but commodity demand, particularly for silver, remains strong. He highlights that while gold premiums in China have disappeared, silver premiums are still high, with Chinese investors continuing to prefer silver over gold. Economic weakness is driving Chinese investors towards silver as a safe haven, while the nation's rapid expansion in solar and electric vehicle technologies is fueling industrial demand. However, a potential slowdown in economic growth and consolidation in the solar industry could create headwinds for silver prices. Recent efforts by China to stimulate its economy have also boosted industrial metals, including silver. Additionally, the reintroduction of quotas on gold imports could have been and might still be redirecting retail investment towards silver, further supporting its appeal in the market. Now, we present the clips of Chen Lin's insights from his recent interview. Before we continue to discuss this, please subscribe to our channel and activate the bell icon for timely updates.
Silver still looks very promising. Right now it's 3250, exactly at the breakout point, right? When the breakout from 3250, that was a multi-year high. Usually it retreat. So right now the trader is just waiting for, obvious news this week, election and the Fed. So yeah, I think it's still very constructive for silver, and we are, coming still very exciting time. Silver, I believe silver goes a lot higher, and it's not May. I guess I was in South June. I was too optimistic because silver tend to rise very sharply and unpredictably. 50 very very soon because silver is very hard to predict. And then you see the historic. I show you all the chart. Historically, you see silver just go up straight up. When they go, it just go. So could come after election. Who knows? So, but for investors, we should know that silver is under heavy deficit for multiple years, and this year will be one of the biggest, if one of the big, likely the biggest deficit, and then investors just start warming up for silver. And especially those people who feel like they missed the run of gold. Yeah, a lot of people told me around the world, tell me, oh, Chen, I missed the run of gold. Gold goes too far, too expensive. What I do get in, I think they look at silver and think it's cheap. And silver doesn't need, silver market is very small, doesn't need a lot of money to make it going. So it's very hard to predict exactly the timing, but I see it, the 50, actually 50 is not the final target. I think it's go much higher than that, but the 50 will hit historical target, and then our silver miner will do very well. And I also have a silver ETF as well, future, which is very risky business. So I don't advise other people to play that if you don't have experience. So those are a very good trade. I'm still stick on with that. People misunderstood China's stimulus, right? So China is transforming its economy from export oriented to more consumption oriented. So the idea is to to stabilize the consumers' sentiment. China is a very, very big market. Okay, the manufacturer base is so big, so it's very hard just to use one punch to see what exactly outcome. You can always see different angle from all the different angle. You can get whatever you want if you're bullish or bearish. But I think they're doing fine from what I hear, and the commodity demand is there. So if you look at the silver premium in China, still very, very high. Gold actually premium vanished. Gold become discount. So basically, Chinese investors are selling out their gold.
Shift Gold reported in May that silver demand in 3 sectors, including industrial applications, jewelry production, and silverware fabrication, will double in the next decade. In discussing emerging technologies, Lin points out the rapid growth in electric vehicles and solar panels, particularly in China. He emphasizes China's dominance, producing over 50% of the world's solar panels, while demand in developing nations is booming due to power infrastructure needs. As per Lin, all of this results in significant silver market growth. As nations like India and China expand their clean energy infrastructure, silver's industrial use becomes even more crucial. China produces more solar panels than the rest of the world. This surge led to a significant rise in silver prices, which have increased 35% this year, reaching a 12-year high. Ultimately, Lin suggests that China may reintroduce silver as a reserve currency, potentially driving its price above $50, as silver holds historical significance. Let's get back to the interview.
There will be portion of them will be on the new technology like EV, like solar panel. Solar panel has been going up steadily, about 30% a year in China. So there is a possibility that new building they would require some solar installations on the rooftop. It's possible, very possible. And also, solar is spreading across the world. Maybe I think I have the presentation in my recent metal investment forum. So China is taking about more than 50% of all the solar panel around the world, right? So the next tiny little bit is United States and Europe and the rest of the country. But if you see in developing countries, it's exploding the solar because they don't have the power infrastructure. You have to appreciate from the point of view people do not have power and suddenly have power. You have a solar panel, you have a battery, you have a life. So those are spreading. And I think those are really organic. Just people just spontaneous because the solar is the cheapest way to produce power. The problem is it's not 24 hours. So you need a battery. Battery is getting cheaper. Solar panel is getting cheaper. So at a certain point, technology just take off, right? So it's getting to that point. So that's another thing to watch for next year. People are piling to gold. I discussed that, but this year they seem to change. They're selling down gold again. I think it's a mistake. There's a little bit stabilization of apartment price. Some areas have a small increase recently. So, but I think it's they will learn their lesson. They will find out actually gold is the best investment. Okay, so we'll see. I keep close eye on the gold and silver premium. Because a lot of people actually from China, they're telling me, oh, they think that gold is too expensive, stock market is too cheap, and housing market too cheap. So that's why they're selling gold. Okay, but they may not true, right? They may not material. But the good thing is that they like silver. They think silver is cheap. So, and historically, silver is used as money, right? Bank in China means silver. It's paid to store silver. So, silver as a currency is in Chinese culture, and then Russia recently introduced silver as potentially reserve. I think there's a very decent chance that China could introduce silver as reserve again. When China was a strong, prosper, silver always currency. I do not know because I'm trying to get import-export data on silver, but it's very complicated because you import those byproduct ore into China and all the other very complicated. But I study another material we can talk a little bit is the platinum. Actually, it's very clear pattern that China is accumulating platinum below a solid. So that has been my trade, very successful trade in the past 2 years. So silver is hard to say, but it could happen.
Yeah.
If that happen, instantly silver will be more than 50. Trust me. So, yeah, that's something I'm looking at. But if he wants to announce, he will secretly accumulate silver for a few, at least for a few months, if not a year.
The boom in silver prices has been partly attributed to China's overproduction of solar panels. Western nations have accused Beijing of using unfair trade practices to achieve this. Technically, silver is showing strong bullish momentum, trading within a rising trendline pattern. Given the growing industrial demand and China's role in silver, how likely is silver that could surpass $50 in the future? Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. If you find this video informative, don't forget to support our channel and turn on notifications to stay informed about our latest videos. See you in the next video.